So we're still on Tisha Beav, and I wanted to share some very, very important, what I think is one of the most important idea that we need to hear in our heart before the end of Tisha B'Av. And that is, if I would ask you, where is the Shekhinah now? Where is the divine presence hiding? Where is it? Well, you know what the Zohar and the Kabbalah writings all say. The Shekhinah is with the people that are alone, that are lonely, that are suffering. The Shekhinah is with the orphans. The Shekhinah is with the widow. The Shekhinah is with the divorced men or women who are alone. The divorce is with the abused kid, abused in women that are suffering in the community. The Shekhinah is with the guy that is asking more money every day because he's not able to have a job for whatever reason it is. The Shekhinah is with those who have fallen, with the people the parents who have lost a son in the war from terrorists. So we have to understand the Shekhinah is with those people. You want to bring the Shekhinah back. You want God to be back in your people. Then you got to take care of the Shekhinah. You got to take care of those people. Those people exist to push the human being to be proactive in our love for one another. So we want to bring the Shekhinah back to the Beis Hamikdash and back to Hashem. We need to take all those people who suffer, all those people who are lonely, all those people who are sick, all those people that are rejected, who are alone, and bring them back to our heart, back to our community, back to our families. So that this is a very important concept. If we don't understand that, we don't understand why things are the way they are. We are supposed to take care of the people who suffer. Are we focused in our community to the people, with the people that suffer? That's a very, I think, essential thing to be aware if we want a change to happen within the Jewish people. Now, the second thing I want to emphasize, I spoke about it in my other video about Tisha B'Av, but we have to understand that if we want a real change to happen, we have to be fighters. We have to build an army. We have to create a revolution. Now, I'm not trying to change Judaism into something like, reform or conservative, that's not what I'm trying to do. But Judaism, where it says Torah Chadasha, the Torah will come out from Zion, there's will be a Torah Chadasha, a new Torah. How can it be a new Torah? It only means, it's not that the Torah is going to be new, but it's being renewed, meaning that we have the Torah of the broken luchos, right? The Torah that we know only is the broken luchos. We don't know the Torah of the luchos that are filled, that are complete, that were the first luchos. I mean, I said it a bit wrong. We read the Torah of the second luchos, which were not broken, but the Torah of the broken luchos, which is the first luchos, we didn't experience it. It's a Torah of tremendous spirituality, tremendous joy, of clarity, where you connected to God. So our Judaism is alive and happy and spiritual. So we have to understand the Judaism we live now is not the Judaism that we're going to experience when Moshiach comes in the spiritual world. It's much happier. It's much spiritual. It's a Judaism that everybody wants to do, but we can't make it happen ourselves. We can create it now, but we need to start movements. We need to create waves. You are the next generation. So you, especially the youth who are looking at me, what Judaism how do you want Judaism to look like? How do you want it? What do you think is necessary to make it exciting? Do it. Become the leader. There's no leaders anymore. Doesn't mean you should not respect the rabbis, but most rabbis are not proactive in creating waves and revolution. We had the whole Baal Tshuva revolution, and the whole Baal Tshuva revolution collapsed. It was supposed to renew Judaism from inside. It did some good in some cases where individual rabbis, Rabbi Tat, Rabbi Becher, Rabbi people who came from Esha Torah, and right, that made really a difference and renewed Judaism, but mostly it stayed the Judaism of the Baal Shua. Didn't renew the from world. From world thought that Baal Shua, okay, it's second class citizen. They're not going to teach us anything new. That was the mistake. The Baal Shua Judaism was supposed to bring its freshness to Judaism, make everything exciting and more balanced, spiritual, physical. So you have to be the new next generation of what Jews look like, of what leaders look like. People are hungry for the real thing. You have to give them the real thing. You are people, the people of the people, and you know what people want. You know what they need. They know what they're hungry for. Make it happen. Don't wait for the rabbi, for the leader to do it. Make it. Bring a group. Advocate. Become a social worker. bring groups together and make the difference. And finally, the last idea that I want to share is that if we truly want to be happy, we have to understand that it's all about character traits. All our mitzvot, all our halachot is to turn us into better human beings. It's all the prophets ask. Let's connect to the beginning. All the prophets say the same thing. I don't care about your mitzvot. I don't care about your halachot. I don't want them. They stink. They're despicable to me. Right? And we see what happened. What God did. Right? He stopped the shuls. He stopped the yeshivot. Right? With the corona and all that. We had nothing left. Just us ourselves alone. Because God is saying, I don't want it. Because it's not connected to your character traits. I want your heart. I want your soul. I want you to live it, to be that being that people admire, be that people that being that people love, be that being that people respect, not because of the kippah, not because of the white shirt, not because of how much he knows Torah or how many mitzvot he does, but because of who he is as a human being, as an authentic human being, someone who takes care of the people who are hurting, someone who loves others, and no matter how different they are from them, someone who gives and loves and protects. I think I made myself clear. So I think those are three very important points that we need to be really aware of. This is what are the three A's. If we want everything to be different, if we want to make a change. So this is what I wanted to share, and may we now try to live it and become it. Baruch Adonai L'olam, Amen, Amen.